Hackers, hope you are all well. It's February the 25th, 2022. Lovely crisp winter's day down here in Southampton. Okay, special day for the channel because it's actually a 1-year anniversary. We kicked off on the 25th of February last year. Now, early subscribers will be saying, oh no you didn't, you kicked off in 2020, which is true, but it didn't really get off the ground because the whole COVID thing, I had to rearrange work and everything. In true fairness, it's really a 1-year-old channel now, and you know, we're just under, I think, 2,400 subscribers, which is fantastic. Good contingent from America as well, US. Lovely to have people from the other side of the pond on here, and some Aussie guys as well. Mostly Brits, but we're an international community, so we don't care where you're from, we just welcome you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just say a little bit about the channel. I got the usual 3 emails from subscribers, but I want to talk about what's coming up. So about 40 odd hacks on the channel at the moment, and I should say, just in case you've arrived through some random link, and I know that happens on the internet, Van Hacks is really set out to be for people who've got camper vans but are boring van nerds like me, can't stop playing. They maybe done the conversion themselves even, and they're always tweaking, modding, doing upgrades, adding bits and pieces to it, changing this, using things in a slightly different way. It's all about sort of stuff, techniques, rather than good ideas and that sort of thing. Hack is one of those overused words, but that's how we use it. It's only language. Okay, so and also I should say, I do drop these the hack videos on 1 or 2 Instagram and Facebook sites that are focusing on panel van conversions, that sort of thing, cargo van conversions. And I do know from the feedback I've had that people are implementing those hacks into their primary build. So for them it's not really a hack, is it? But who cares about the language? So that's what we are all about if you are new to this channel. So I want to go straight in with some emails, because there's commonality in all 3 of them. There's a little bit of repeat from last update, but also the last one has some reference to the future of the channel. So the first one, I'll get my glasses, is from John. And I don't know where you are from, John, but you've got an AOL email address, and I didn't even know that's a thing still in the UK, so maybe you are from the other side of the pond. John's picking up on something that cropped up last time, in as much as one of the subscribers or the viewers said, I like the channel because not only the hacks are chunked up into individual bite-sized bits, but you never keep begging people to subscribe like you get on a lot of other van life channels. And you know, on that subscribing thing, I a little bit of pushback on that, because some of those guys they've got a sponsor, you know, they're doing tours around Europe, that sort of thing. They've got a sponsor, so they need to get those subscribers up. I'm never going to get a sponsor at 2,500 subscribers. For me, this is just a hobby, and I just want to get it out there and show off my hacks and that sort of thing. So that's why I don't need to push people to subscribe. But you know, one day when I retired, I'd love to have a sponsor so I could travel, and I have no problem with people doing that, but that's why I don't do it. Now, John, thank you so much for this. War and Peace there, put a lot of effort in it. Actually explains that actually 2,500, he thinks, he's given some evidence why, 2,500 subscribers, I think it was 2,000 at last time, is enough to interest some possible sponsors. But he's talking about in the concept of discounts for subscribers. So he said basically some sites are offering discounts for people who visit their channel. They've arranged it with suppliers, and yeah, I've seen some of those, and great. All I would say is, it's not me, I just don't do that sort of thing. But if you're keen on that, I want to point you to 2 Facebook groups. These are all about van conversions, and there's 2 I think would be good to look at, because on both of these you can get discounts on bits of kit. The first one is called the Budget selfbuildCampervan Club, and it's by a guy called Dan Collins. Really like his site for 2 reasons. First of all, Dan is he's actually building the vans himself. He's done a couple, and he's showing off what he's doing, and he's showing his ideas how he does it, but he's a very organic way of doing it. He hasn't got that massive posh workshop that some YouTubers have, that sort of thing. And so, you know, he's the sort of guy that, you know, I can relate to, and I'm sure you can. But Dan has managed to get some discounts arranged for bits of kit and also insurance. The other one I want to point you in the direction of is a site called sorry, I got it wrong, SBPVW, which actually means self-build panel vans with windows. Again, you can get the idea, it's panel vans being converted. And this is operated by a guy called John Hart, and I like that site as well because it's well balanced. There's lots of ideas chucking in, and you know, nothing's off limits providing you're applied and you're constructive. There's no room for snidey comments like you get on some sites. And I should say on Dan's site, anyone who behaves like that gets trashed out, because Dan will not put up with internet puke. He will get rid of those sort of people. So it's a good, these two sites are good to go on. And John likewise has got a good list of a kit that he's arranging discounts for. So what I'll do is, I'm not going to do that sort of thing because it's just not me, but if you're interested, they're really good sites in their own right. I'll put links in the comments. Go and have a look at their site and sign up if you think it might be of benefit to you. Okay, number one. Number two, this is a simple one from Sally, and Sally quite simply says, where is this van tour you promised us? Yeah, and I know I keep promising that. Hey, to be honest, Sally, I will do it. It's not high on my priority. I'm focusing on hacks, that sort of thing. But I will do it, and I'm kind of slightly, I say, honoured that people are keen to have a good look around my van and find out what I've done in the build and why I've done it and what reasons I've done it that way. But my view is, you know, we're all individuals, and my use case might not be the same as your use case. So something that works very well for me might not work for you, but I will do it because, hey, you know, I like to show off my van in a case. Just give me a few more weeks. I've got a lot of work on at the moment. My priority is to keep the channel hacks coming through. And in that respect, what I would say is, despite what I said about subscribing, I won't be, I'll only be putting that one through the Van Hacks YouTube channel. I won't be spamming Facebook and Instagram sites on that because it's not really added value, is it? If people are interested, they can come to the channel and have a look. Okay, now finally, I've lost it. Where's it gone? Oh. Right, this is from Robert from Norwich, and Robert, actually just to the side of Norwich. I have probably visited, I don't know, 25, maybe 30 countries in this world. When I was young, I've done a lot of backpacking, that sort of thing. But I'm very conscious that I have not seen enough of my own country, which is one of the things that prompted me to build a camper van. So when I retire, I can get in it and shoot up and see more of this great land. And I've not been further east than Cambridge. So the east of England is very much on my bucket list, so I will be coming up to your manor at some point in my van, Robert. Right, okay. So Robert says, loads of hacks on your site. I've got a couple I'm going to do, haven't done them yet. No hurries, not obligatory. I like the way you do the presentation. Yeah, thank you. However, surely you've got to be running out of ideas soon. Well, there's about 40 hacks on site, and you could argue that what else can I do? I have got a few more lined up to go. I've tried to get out at least one a month, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but certainly one a month, just to keep the momentum rolling. It takes me a while because, see, I am working, and by the time I've done the hack and thought about it, I don't do something for the sake of it. It's got to work, I'm going to test it, and then I've got to do the videoing as I build it, and then editing, that sort of thing. But if I can drip out one a month, that's great. That will slow down, mind you, when we get to the summer season, because like you guys, I'll be out of my van, not at home hacking it. But yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, eventually, even though I'm an insufferable, boring van nerd that always wants to play because the build never stops, I am going to be running out of stuff, I guess. So I make the appeal I made right at the very beginning a year ago that hasn't kind of worked, but I'll ask again. I think it'd be great if we can have a playlist on the channel that features hacks that you guys have done. You know, it can't be just about the Greg show. I'm sure you guys have done mods and tweaks and upgrades to your van. Let's share those with the subscribers as well. Yeah, to email me in and we'll work out how to get the stuff. Don't worry if you haven't got fancy videos and all that sort of stuff. Just some photographs would be a good idea. And I'll package it up somehow to get that across. People understand, you know, that we're not all got video kit and boring van nerds. We want to make this sort of stuff, but it would be really good to share your ideas as well. And of course, I will give you, I'll package it up, I will give you the shout out, the credit. Okay, so that's it. 1 year on. Wow, where's that time go? But, you know, we're still going. And great that we've got so many people on board. As I always say, you know, catch you later. Keep hacking.